If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
On the evening of December 27, 1945, military veterans and lifelong friends Marla Sheridan, Anne Ramsey, Archibald Archie Stanton, Jeremy Home, and Paul DeFranco, Ezra Buzzington, gather for cocktails at the Park Slope, New York, home of their close friend and commander Clive Hochstadter. Larry Fessenden. Joining them is Marla's husband Bob, Ron E. Raines, a meek Pentagon clerk whom the others look down on for never having seen battle, but who won Marla's heart for not being as brash and violent as other men. Hock is mourning the recent suicide of his mentally ill wife Susan, who killed herself when no one would believe her accusations that her German neighbor was a spy for Hitler. Hock deeply regrets not believing his wife and informs his friends that, after losing his faith in organized religion, began studying spiritualism, he now hopes to connect with the other side in a last-ditch attempt to contact his deceased partner, and convinces his friends to take part in an impromptu séance. The séance proves successful, with candles lighting themselves, a closet door banging, and the appearance of Susan's ectoplasmic arm as the parlor's radio spontaneously blasts Louis Jordan's "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby." Hock, desperate to touch her, lets go of his friend's hands and reaches for Susan's arm, breaking the circle and sending her ghost receding back into the table. Humbled and overwhelmed by the realization that there really is an afterlife and he could one day reunite with his wife, Hock pulls a pistol from under the table and fatally shoots himself in the head. At that moment, the closet door bursts open and a woman, Christina Klebe, falls from it, bound and gagged. She breaks free from her restraints, revealing she is Hock's German neighbor, Hildegard, and that he drugged and kidnapped her the night before. She tries to open the locked parlor door, but Paul insists that the group confirm if she is or is not a Nazi spy before anyone leaves. The group bickers, repeatedly changing allegiances as they attempt to uncover the truth about the stranger. In the process, Archie reveals that he's actually committed a war crime that the media is blaming him for, while Marla interrogates Hildy using a torturous method, revealing her own hidden brutality to her surprised husband. Upon discovering that they are trapped supernaturally in the room, Marla decides the only way to leave is by finishing the séance. Hock's corpse, now possessed by his own angry spirit, demands they kill Hildegard before he will let them leave. The séance conjures the full ghost of Susan into the parlor, who accuses Hildegard of killing her and staging it to look like a suicide. Archie panics and attempts to leave, only to find the parlor doors lead to his own personal hell. The charred remains of the German kindergarten that he is being tried for destroying. Hock sits up, screaming at the group to kill Hildegard and becoming so enraged that he begins slamming his face against the table, violently breaking his jaw from his face. Bob, who has come into the possession of Hock's pistol, fires twice at Paul after being threatened, first blowing off 2 of his fingers and then killing him. A relieved Hildegard goes to thank Bob when he turns and fires a single shot into her face, killing her as well. Panicking, Bob drops the gun, claiming he had to kill the woman regardless of her actual guilt, lest they never would have been allowed to leave the room. With Hock's demands fulfilled, the parlor doors open. Bob, Marla, and Archie leave the apartment, where Archie informs them that he is going to turn himself in for what is done. Archie then asks Bob, who has been deeply critical of Archie's actions, if he's also going to answer for his crimes. Marla and Bob get into their car, but are so overwhelmed by what has happened. They sit in silence, eventually breaking down sobbing.